Showstoppers. The show must go on. Four decades ago, this 6-year-old girl was too young to understand that there is a demarcation being just a human and being a woman. She was too little to understand that those touches were not right, that the fingers were not loving her. Upalparna had spoken about her abuse many times, written, spoken about it on public platforms, but she could never ever let go of those moments that caused so much damage to her, physically and mentally. With time, Upalparna gradually taught herself to accept that, love her body, however it is, and rise above the abuse. She believed in herself, learning to trust the fact that she was rising above the challenge. Today, Upalparna Dey is an author, a poet, and is a successful working professional at a business college in Kolkata. At our Showstoppers today, we proudly present Upalparna Dey. Showstoppers. The show must go on.
Upalparna, you are reborn, you are reincarnation, and you are ready. Just tell me, what is the story behind your comeback, behind your reincarnation?
So I was working with Anand Bazar Patrika for almost 9 years. After that I was going, the 2017 was the year when I actually felt that I have a rebirth, because 17 it was bad from many ways. I had two nervous breakdowns, and I didn't have a job at that time. I was going through some marital disturbances, but all of those one by one. And when we have problems when we have mental issues especially, we don't know how to handle it, and it's difficult to speak about it. And then that's gradually, I think I took one step at a time. I just went with the flow. And then I came back to working. Then I gradually again built up my confidence, and that's how again I feel that definitely if my friends wouldn't have been there, my people like you wouldn't have been there, I would not have had the courage to come back to life again. That's about it.
Upalparna, you know what, we do go through a lot in life, but going back to the beginning of your life, and what memory of your childhood is etched in your mind, and how has it affected your journey going ahead?
So I have a child abuse history. So that took me again many years to actually speak about it to anybody or write about it. I wrote about it almost after 30 years of the sexual abuse actually, and I was very young. I was just 6, and it happened between 6 and 9 years. So it took a toll on my education, took a toll on my studies, took a toll on my health. So from there again, some teachers from my school and some of my friends, of course, childhood friends, they picked me up, and then when they understood that I'm not doing well in studies and my scores are falling, they spoke to my parents. I had spoken to one of my teachers, told her about it, and then they got me involved in a activity that is in all convent schools, that is known as leadership training service. So from class 5 I am in this in the voluntary organizations, and I was more into extracurricular activities, visiting various places, NGOs, orphanages, old age homes. I've lost count. And again from there I think I came back, when I finally took the courage to write about it and speak about it, there was a lot of course, hurdles, because people didn't want me to speak about it since it was family and things like that. But I said that forget it, and I don't care who thinks what about it. I want to write about it and I want to speak about it. And more than about, I want to make people aware of these things.
Yes.
Which is very important. So that's about, again, that's how I overcame that, the entire trauma that was caused in my childhood and that I carried all through my life. I will not say that I feel happy when I speak about it. There is some kind of bitterness, but I think I feel lot more empowered when I speak about it now, rather than before.
Yeah, I think it needs a lot of courage to come out of what has happened in life, and I think you are really courageous and a big inspiration for so many people. So Upalparna, such is the experience that remains with us for life, and the trauma that we carry forward, the trauma that haunts us all the time. How do you handle the challenges that come your way now?
Again, I would say that I do not look too much towards what's coming ahead in the future.
Okay.
I am more of a person who believes in living now. If I just go with the flow. Yes, there are times when there are some issues which I carry down to the next day or the next day. It keeps on hitting on my mind. But then again, I have a wonderful workplace. So I'm working in a business school for the last 3 years now. So they are very empowering, they are very loving. There's a lot of empathy over there, which is a lot missing in our daily lives.
Yes.
So I really don't think I look forward to what's going to happen tomorrow and worry about what will happen tomorrow and whether I'm going to be alive tomorrow or not. COVID has taught us that COVID has actually brought it on the face that life is unpredictable, but COVID has really brought it on the face. Yeah. So I might as well live now, and I might as well live now in a healthy way, in a positive way, and trying to be happy. I am not happy by myself ever. So I am always happy by sharing with others and things like that.
In fact, our physical health depends vastly on mental health. So what would you like to say about the society? How do we handle the mental health?
Mental health, again, I'm really sorry to say this, but mental health is still under the tables. People do not want to come up, people do not want to speak about it. There are a lot of taboos. But again, there is little bit of improvement than before, I would say. So it is very important that we not necessarily one has to go to a doctor or a counselor, you can talk to friends, talk to people whom you can trust, who will not judge you. And then of course if a clinical suggestion is required, and I am very against antidepressant medicines as such called pills. I myself had to go with it for only, I had challenged my doctor, I will go with it for only 1 month instead of 3 months. So that's how, again, I think if we talk more about it, share, because now people are under more pressure, lot of stress, too much of stress under the tables. So speak about it, meeting friends, and trying to stay happy again from within. If you're not happy from within, you cannot share happiness with people outside.
That is right. Thank you so much. That's right. So the inspiring story of Upalparna Dey is all for all those women who are fighting their internal demon. Showstoppers is on the mission, and the objective of the series is to let you know that you matter because you are precious.